How's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Glad to be here. I think this is only my second time being here. My schedule doesn't allow for me to come out to every event, but I do try to get out when I can. And I did introduce myself last time and talk about Honor for Heroes, but we have grown exponentially since last time. And I want to talk specifically tonight about one event that we have coming up on Veterans Day. Now, I know we're in Greenville right now, and I don't know where everybody's from, but in Anderson on Veterans Day at the Big American Legion on 81, we're going to have a special event. Now, from 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., we're going to give free coffee, tea, and donuts to all veterans who come by. But starting at 11 a.m., we're going to have a memorial service for a Private Curtis Adams. Private Curtis Adams was a member of what's now known as the Wereth 11. Has anybody in here heard of the Wereth 11, by the way? Yeah, I get the same response everywhere I go, except for my guys that I brought with me. So Private Curtis Adams was a combat medic attached to the 333rd Field Artillery Battalion, which was an all-black battalion in World War II. These guys were in the Battle of the Bulge. They were fighting on the front lines there in Belgium as Hitler was making that final push through to try to save everything. So 11 members of Battery C of the Field Artillery Battalion got separated during the battle. The rest of the battery was taken prisoner. So these 11 members go through the woods and try to find their way back to the American and Allied forces. They come upon a small village named Wereth, 9 houses in a row. 12-year-old boy in one of the houses sees these men hiding in the bushes, tells his dad. They go out and invite these 11 men in their house. These men go in, they get warm, they dry their socks, they get some food. The little 12-year-old boy gives them some, one of the soldiers gives the little 12-year-old boy some chiclets, the gum that you used to get. They were actually communicating, having a good conversation. Well, one of the neighbors was a German sympathizer. They turned in the fact that this family took in these 11 soldiers. So the SS shows up, takes them in prisoners without event. There was no fighting. They just took them prisoners because the men said, look, we're not going to put up a fight. We've got this family here. We're going to give ourselves up. We're going to walk out peacefully. They were taken prisoners. They took them and marched them about 1.5 miles down the road into a cow pasture. In that cow pasture, they proceeded to brutally torture these 11 men. They ran over their legs with their vehicles while they were still alive. They cut their ring fingers off so they could steal their wedding bands. They shot them in places like their shoulder, their hip, anywhere that wouldn't kill them. And after torturing them, they murdered them. This was on December the 17th, 1944, second day of the Battle of the Bulge. These men laid in a field from December the 17th to mid-February. The 12-year-old boy, who actually really liked these guys, was on the way home from school and found the bodies in mid-February, and they turned it into the Allied forces. There was an investigation done. The bodies were recovered. Most of them were buried over there. Then the Senate hearings come. This isn't put in the newspaper, by the way. The Senate hearings come in 1948. There was another massacre that happened around the exact same time, about less than 100 miles away. 80 plus soldiers died. That one made the headlines. These 11 men didn't. After the Senate investigation, they weren't even mentioned in the official records. It was sealed, put to the side, and not even their family members were told what happened to them other than they were killed in action. And that's how it stayed until the late 1990s, when the same 12-year-old boy put a small granite cross on the marker where they actually were murdered. Some soldiers had come by, visiting the area, seen the marker, started asking questions, found out the history. Fast forward to 2008, then there's finally a marker put where these 11 soldiers were murdered. We still don't have memorials here in this country. We still aren't talking about it. We got handed this piece of history about 3 weeks ago. And we quickly got into the mode of putting this event together. Private Curtis Adams, combat medic of the all-black 333rd Field Artillery Unit, Battery C, was a native of Anderson, South Carolina. And even the historians in Anderson, South Carolina didn't know. Private Curtis Adams was married and had one 3-year-old son when he was murdered. His 3-year-old son grew up to be Jesse Adams. I met with Jesse Adams a week ago in a nursing home. Mr. Jesse Adams will be our guest of honor at the memorial service. And then after the memorial service, Cecil, his son, will be quilted for his 6 years serving in the United States Army from 1986 to 1993. So, I didn't want to bring everybody down at a nice little celebration to get together like this, but I want you guys to know, because you guys are the ones that can truly help us get this kind of story out there. This is just one story and one thing that Honor for Heroes does. It's not all we do, but this is what we are doing now, because that's what Private Curtis Adams and the other 10 members of the Wereth 11 deserve. We'll have banners up with Private Adams' face on it. We're going to have, as of this morning, I got confirmation of a 2-star general going to be speaking at the event. Senator Lindsey Graham will either be there or send a representative. We don't know about his schedule yet. We've got a congresswoman coming and several local dignitaries. But the main thing is that we're going to finally honor Private Curtis Adams and the Wereth 11 and give them the attention and the respect that they were robbed so long ago. So, if you guys can make it on Veteran, I know we all like to go get our free lunch, Applebee's, Twin Peaks, wherever you go. If you can pull yourself away 11 a.m. on Veterans Day, the 11th month, the 11th day, the 11th hour, we're going to start the memorial service for Private Curtis Adams. We're going to have the national anthem going to be sung. We're going to have a prayer. Taps will be played. And then afterwards, we'll have some refreshments and some cupcakes and stuff like that and let everybody kind of mingle. But not only do I want you guys to come out because this is so important just because of the material, just because of the story, I also want you to come out to support and show love to Jesse Adams. You know, how many Father's Days did he miss? His father never got a Veterans Day. And I've been one of those preaching throughout the years. Memorial Day and Veterans Day are not the damn same thing, okay? They are not the same thing. Even though the general public, most of them can't tell you the difference. But this Veterans Day, we're going to have a memorial. And I think it's proper and fitting. So I invite you guys out to come out and support Jesse Adams, Private Curtis Adams, the Wereth 11, and of course, Honor for Heroes. Because we're going to have a good time. If you come a little bit early, I got free coffee, tea, and donuts for you. But if
Maybe food.
well, donuts. Yeah, we got you, bro. I'll even let you get two. But guys, look into our website. Our website is honor4heroes.com. That's because Honor FOR Heroes was way too expensive, so we went with the 4 in the middle. But check us out. We're on social media. We've got a web page. We got a store that sells the shirts. Just like the one I got on that tells another story of another group of heroes, the 25 soldiers of the late Guard of Italy that we're trying to get brought home. But we got a lot of stuff going on, so check us out. But more importantly, I'd like to invite everybody here within the sound of my voice to come out.
Sir.
And I'll walk around and give out some of the flyers if you guys don't mind.
What was that website again?
Honor4heroes.com. And also, I'd be remiss if I didn't. I want to thank Miss Liberty Belle here. She and I talked, was it 20, somewhere around in there. I've run a nonprofit before, and she kind of inspired me to go into this and to kind of pick up the mantle again and do something that's bigger and better than myself. So I do have to give her credit, and then she took a little time off for a while, and I didn't like that. So now she's back in the game, and we're going to try to collaborate, and we're going to get her over to Honor for Heroes office and try to do some collaboration. So thank you for inviting us out, and thank you all for this event.
Yeah.